we're back. Oh no, I didn't push anything. Doot. Alright, there we go. We're good. Crisis averted. So we're gonna just jump right back in to the 97 quests. As soon as I get tech to not hate me. Oh, because it's open. Oh, that's mine. Never mind. Alright. A day in the life. Sphene is eager to show you around. Sphene? Sphene? I think that's her name. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yupei's Halo, it's called. You can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yupei's Halo. Is there an air current closer? Southwest. Not in the direction I've headed. Cool. Alright. I'm still shocked. 30 years. Allow me to introduce you to Mahuwase, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She is well versed in a myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has started with the other farmers is what allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, what do I owe this sudden show of praise? She's got flowers in her pouch. I like her. My apologies for the interruption. I came with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here? I really want her glowing dress. You know me too well, Mahuwase. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sphene company. I don't know how to farm. I don't even do techie stuff. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Fuklamat's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Yeah, this area is a more regal look. Which was not how I anticipated that to go, but it's just how it be. Okay. Ocean, I didn't get on your back, but I feel like it's such a long walk. Quit. 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 Ellis. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... you wish to know about my job. I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use at the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. I am going the wrong way. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? I'm Nexia. Well, this here is the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock, which we've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrotope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny it, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Huh. Thought they were sheepies, they're not, they're dodos. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That true? Yes, yes it is. So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Upace Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. Oh, that makes sense. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Yeah, this is the only reason. I could work on, like, a breeding farm, but I couldn't work at, like, another type of farm. A livestock farm, you know, like just straight up livestock. Can't do it. There. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Mahuisa. I feel like I have it, and then I lose it, and then I have it, and then I lose it. Oh. Yay, automatic. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? They're interesting. Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Electrotope is great. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? I mean, I murder people, so not all the time. Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always they take their duties with good cheer. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamaji? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in the water that the store... It happens fairly often. Simply put, it's taking in water that had a strong lightning charge. Oh. We think some creatures had become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. We could take care of it if you'd like. That's most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. It's fine. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuliolel. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help them. Simple as that. And Maxia is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. I am a white mage now. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take all care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. All right, Ocean, we gotta go hit beans. Oh, there's like one right outside, isn't there? Oh, hit a rock. Okay. Right. Oh, over there. I would reach that. Rude. Making me go closer. Done. Perfect. Alright, I gotta go this way. Oh, I should have seen if I was close to that air current. Because I still need it. So far. I just missed my... God damn it. I always just miss my minion. Come back here, you. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna walk past her so I can get that air current. Okay. It's gotta be like super close. Seriously. Why? Why do you tease me? Stupid. Okay. No air current for me. Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really needn't worry so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you, we truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zoral Jal's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. I really want her dress. That's enough, Masua. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now. No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sort, Sphene. I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? I just want to know more of the... I want those boots. I want this whole outfit. Oh my god, Maxie, if I get you this, you will never leave it. On the cloud, Sphene would take you back to the outskirts. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts? I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Do you hear that? Uh-oh.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Uh-oh. Is someone getting sacrificed?
I'm glad you could make it. Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
I was wondering what happened to her. That sucks.
Oh, oh.
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her.
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her.
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The Giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
That sucks. Oh, that sucks.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, How was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
I have theories brewing.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
She's a liar. God damn it. I don't want to hate her.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty.
I mean, she's not saying no.
Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Now you
It's not
notice
as if
it?
we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Ugh. Shifting eyes, child. Oh my god.
We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
There we go.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
What's going on? How could Popone suddenly forget about Namika? Because it's a thing. It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Etherealite. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. You know, we don't have very good luck with, like, afterlife stuff. A lot of big mumbo jumbo-y. Crap. I'll like it. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Yeah, that's what we thought. See, no one's questioned, like, hey, that thing on your head, what is it? What does it do? Because it's not small enough to just hide. It's clearly visible on everybody. Maxia, ask the questions that matter, child. I've taught you better. I've taught you better. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt the surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none of the moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Popone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about cell souls. Or soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we can search for... Shit. Kasiua instead. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Impossible. Uh-oh. I didn't do it. Hmm? Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Don't touch anything! It's so cute. I want to like it a lot. But then it's going to turn into an enemy and I'm going to have to murder it. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. It went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Okay. It does things. Adorable. I got on the mount. I took a picture of the mount. I got off the mount. So now I get to enjoy it. Hi, Alize. Hi, Graha. You guys aren't that far from each other. Cryo. Aaronville. The music is so ominous. You found it? To the northeast, then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. I'm proud I take the rear to protect everyone. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'll run into it then. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. It's just a little machine. What's it really gonna do? Come on, Ocean. Let's show him nothing to be spooky about. It's just a dark cave up the mines, you know. Haha, found my current. Gimme. Oop. Since you refused to give me the actual one that I wanted. I can hear them, several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going, stay on your guard. Like, where the barrier is? It's just hanging out.
What is this?
It's just a little butt.
Arenville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Eldersphere!
My darling, what now?
Pinch his cheeks. Pinch him.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fuzzy little bud bud.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elendesphere was always so excited whenever you invited him over to
Elendesphere?
play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do. But you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I don't know how to like enunciate that. Here's my pen. Here's my pen. Here's my pen. Nope, that's not my pen. 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 Alright, I'll use this one. Okay. So CAHCIUA. Kefkia? Kefki. Shit. Kefkiwa. Kefkiwa. That was hard to phonetically write out.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in. Come in! Friends of my Elendesphere are always welcome.
ELENESHPYA L Len Ellen Ep oh god, I can't. This is so hard to phonetically
All I
spell.
ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
Hey, Wooklimet, welcome to hanging out with Maxia. Nothing is ever normal. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think a few people in the world quite so spirited, but as to what happened, we'll need to ask her. That music is like so like Fallout-ish. I don't like it. It creeps me out. It's like a lo-fi of like a sad song or something. Not even a sad song, like a depressing song. It almost reminds me of like that Garlemald theme, but like with like a lo-fi twist. Creepy, I don't like it. Gone and forgotten. Arenville is conflicted by his long-fated reunion. Let's hear what she has to say. Oh, crap. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Altessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoralja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect, you already noticed, everything you see within the stone, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend than that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralja. I love the face. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro-technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is a regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expands a soul to bring them back to life. Ah, that explains how he came back. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Kamika. Got it. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource and payment for services rendered. The Voidsent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. God, you look so good. about that monster. Wait, am I getting my games confused? I'm getting my games confused. I got that monster confused with the Devil May Cry monster. Whoops! Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management, then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else's dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. That's how they forgot her. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what it meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It is then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. That explains the two sources that we saw. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. God, this white is like really bright. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On the surface, it's similar to the Yaquis of philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were exposed to it. Which which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sven didn't strike me as a sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've met already. Oh, I knew I was gonna say Sven. God damn it. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Chiralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice: live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you. And as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. It still feels very lo-fi. I know, Maxia, we have questions. We're not just going willy-nilly with this. Her name is Nostalgia. Did we know that? I might have done that already. All right. Grab an ocean. How do I get out of here? This way? This way. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunder Yards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Strika? Strika? Can I get that lucky? Can it be Strika? Like, I'm getting hit, and I'm not getting off my chocobo. Always fun. Alright, Ocean. I'm going to regain myself. Here we go. Wait for it. I wrote it down. Kiwa, there we go. What are you doing here and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen's Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there really isn't much to see. Kafkiwa said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're all well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Oh, of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can all handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worth a demonstration. So I gotta murder stuff. Okay, so it's a normal day for me. Got it. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Alright. Now, where was this? To the east. Oh, so it's still not where I'm going. Boo! Probably the one at the, like, divide. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bump. Oh, that's a big boy. Ocean, be careful. He got armor on. I'm okay, Ocean. You don't have to double regain me, but thank you. See, guys, he's the bestest of boys. We love him. He's so good. He's so cool. Okay, perfect. Oh. Not done yet, Ocean. Ocean, why do you have aggro? There we go. I was like, how am I doing less damage than Ocean is? Okay. My birthday was Monday, and I got very confused. You guys won't see this on Monday, but... There we go, here we go. Let's go find Big Boy. Cyclone beast? Interesting. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. No, leave her be. It's fine, really. I face worse. Just watch. I saw panic in her eye for a second. I don't like the looks of this. Let's help. Oh no. Look out! And she's dead. And the regulator comes back and she's alive. Oh, preserve. She needs healing. You're not gonna be able to heal her though. I do love how the beast doesn't attack anybody else. Murders her and then continues on with its day. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. It's like a warrior berserk mode. I couldn't figure that out at first, but yeah, it's definitely in a warrior's berserk mode. Just like Zoralsha. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? Oh yeah, he wasn't there for that. Hi, Garaha. Yes, it was. I think I understand now how Zoralsha was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me, you've empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite? Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same, in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Preternatural strength? Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you could grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Striga. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Voidsent. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the Ethereal Sea, different means to achieve similar ends. Annabelle's like, what now? A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. Well, we all have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what powers Zoraal has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliol's concern. With his newfound powers, Zoraal has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Ba-da-ba-ba. Alright, let me feed my chocobo. Embracing oblivion. Oh my god. Kevkiwa regards you with concerned curiosity. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate... There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Where are we going? Okay. Oh, I guess like in that entranceway. I was like, she wants to talk before we get into the tunnel, but she walked towards the tunnel. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliol and Alexandria. And while Zoraal knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So, here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with... Kevkiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zoraal. Sphene too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? I don't trust her. There's something about her that's just not... It's simple, really. The leader is Erenvel's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zoraal, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliol. I As you say, we have no proof that it is really Kefkiwa, but I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Geralza for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sediment is clouding my judgment? Well, then we're dead. If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. I trust you as well. If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it springs. It's fine. It's great. Ugh, that's always been with you. Yep, welcome to my group. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, the barrier was Earth and Sky. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. God, it's so creepy. I like it. Kefkiwa, there's something there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Geralza. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kid? Yes. Yes, we do. My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Geralza. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. Oh, I like her highlights. Ooh. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. I just noticed the red tips. I love it. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun bun. He's all the reason I need. I want to see him blush. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Aww. Thank you, Kefkiwa. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Geralza's whereabouts. Is there a place inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost... the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to the information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Geralza will eventually march on Tuliolel again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliyollel. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliyollel again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliyollel requires that Zoraal Ja leads a force through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades appraised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoraal Ja to move, you'll do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'd be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Svein said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious, she's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce yourself properly, eh? Okay. After all, names are good to know when working together. Geode. Well, Oblivion has operations all over. We're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Weyakekwi. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Weyakekwi is a Totowantin name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Sololian and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I'd like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Oh. Okay then. Ambrosia was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They're all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. I mean, no, I appreciate your sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while my name is Tonawakan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Oh, fuck, I still don't know how to say his name because I can't. Shippe. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkifka. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this, hide it as you like. Okay. Meanwhile, in Everkeep, I was gonna say, I'm like, obviously we have a cutscene. Oh, shit.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat.
Maybe.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister. Oops.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuk Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
Oh, the shade. I was like, no, they didn't.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wuklamot, if you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
I want to know the whole backstory of Alexandria. Solution 9. Wuklamot is eager to head to Everkeep. I think button. Ah. Right. Kefkiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. I don't want to hear this music anymore. It depresses the living shit out of me. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, I'm going the right way. I'm in a dead end. Cool. Anything over this way? Nope, it's a dead end. Great. This way. Like, I forget how to get out of here. All right. Then I go this way. I probably should have just teleported. That would have been faster. Oh well. You say to the south, but I don't think it's this south. Yeah. Oops, I am stuck in the rock. Help! Help the bird. The bird is stuck. Alright. Ah! Ooh, air currents. Okay. Okay, talk to you. The hell? Inside, I guess? Yeah. Come on, Ocean. I'm not walking like a peasant. I'm riding you instead. Okay. No. I'm busy. there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zoralja's minions to deal with. Fun times. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. She's so cheery. I love her. Can I have her as a minion? That'd be so freaking cute. Oh my god, I want one. This whole area is doomy and gloomy, but I would like a minion.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Solution 9. Finally, I made it.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Aww.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliyollal. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore. We do need to better understand who and what we're dealing with here.
It's no less than our duty.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
Good to know.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Yeah, you tell yourself that, man. I love
Try
you.
not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
We're gonna read all the books.
Once you explore to your satisfaction, Come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector.
This is massive. Holy crap.
The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Act like you
I
belong.
shall speak with the
Runs.
residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her.
Nah, debatable.
You must have been through a lot together.
Actually, not really.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Kalashpir, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Oh, it's a bar. I thought it was a bookstore.
You want to explore together?
Come on, it'll be a girl date. We'll go shopping.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
It's okay. We'll go together. Nothing wrong with the buddy system. We love the buddy system. Okay. Tower's inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. I mean, that's valid. Oh, wait. There's a thing to touch. Must touch the shiny. Ow. Okay. How many spots are there? Okay. Oh! It's a spot insect. Okay. I'm here for it. Alright. I'll touch the big thing at least. Play node 9. Perfect. We'll touch this. Oh, too far away. Okay. A crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. We're going left. Okay, we're going left. She didn't get very far. Isn't that her right there? We'll go back. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna touch this thing. This arcade. Oh, this must be where the crafting thingies are. Collectibles, yeah. Merchant and mender, gemstone trader. Oh, they're not ready yet. It would be... No. Purchase weapons. I need to scroll down far enough. Okay, well, you're a lot worse than what I've got on now. So I won't do that. Does it look cool at least? It looks very black mage-ish, and I don't really care for that. If that's that one though, then what does the black mage one look like? Oh, totally different. I don't like it. Okay, well, saves me some money. Oh, this is where you trade in the fates, okay. Air wheeler dealer? Oh, this is where you get the car! Ah, I'm so poor! Okay. Collectibles. Summoning bell, here we go. Picking up, I gotta turn in stuff. I might have things to sell. Okay, that's done. Just... Ah, wrong button again. Sell. Assign. Have retainer cell, have retainer cell, have retainer cell. 145. Okay. Oh. My minion never popped back out. Okay, we're good. Now that that's done.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
I want to hear this request. Why are you walking away? Tell me things.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
Well, I'm not, but I
We have
am.
come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zorolja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
Oh, I love their hair.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Never fear, I'll be there alongside her. I won't yield on this either. I won't yield on this either.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
Yes.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Yay. The Queen's Tours. Fiend stands ready to take you on a tour of Solution 9. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call etherealites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it is right here, I will show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me. I've already attuned to that one. Let's pick another one. Okay. This complex is home to all manners of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Valid. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Oh. Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking. Are they also made from that strange metal, Electro what's it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrodope. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, Electrope can be used to convert lightning energy to those other elements. In doing so, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and it is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Ooh, fancy. Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. What's more, multiple energies can also be obtained to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light and lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with Electrope. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah, yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. Oh, I'm getting really shady vibes, Rumor. Oh, I'm getting really shady vibes. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for her to come murder me in my sleep. All right. What are you? Oh! It's level 90 stuff. I can do that. I have one at 90. This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. That's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Oh, they're like space bags. Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern bag, black and yellow tin. I want the tin. Is that popcorn? This here is cultivated steak. Woohoo! It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce in the outskirts, but it's a slight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it's a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level. No, I don't want beef and chicken together. I'm good. Hexagon pattern bag. Ah yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who were concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and you can't get enough of the stuff either. Hi, Ellison. You're very... Oh, everyone here is so fucking pretty. Jesus. Why? Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed in a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks before this are taking multiple meals. Huh. The revivifying tonic. I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years, thanks to the special container. The synthetic fruit pellets, they're our best approximation of the taste and texture of a grape. Really, Yoshi P? I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. I don't know what I want. You know what? I'll go with the bar. The protein bar is the way to go, I think. Look at that. Go to steak chicken. Well, they're all very tempting. I knew it. I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture, Maxia. Let's dig in. I got a bar. I'm not worried. All right, here I go. I want to see what this thing looks like. Following Buklamat's lead, you sampled your selection. Aww. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Amazing. I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Ronique. And the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? I want to see what it looked like. It's fantastic. It's pretty good. It's interesting. It's fantastic. Do I get a food buff? I want a food buff. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliolel first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embrace our differences. Ah, right. What about you, Sven? Sven, oh my god. Sven, aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. All right, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? She doesn't eat. She's a robot. She's gonna murder us all. Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food? Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next, I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to personal matters. It's a visitation, to be precise, and I believe it'll be educational for you two as well. Would you two mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. Ready? Then let's head to the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I would be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon. Okay. Oh, did I go like the weird way around? Yep, totally. Cool. Well, that's okay. I'll collect the shiny thingies if I can. So funny, this place seems so deserted. I don't like it. It's creepy. Huh? This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks and enjoy while you relax. I see, in Tulilolel there's a similar establishment called Shabrev Tev, that's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the Hune, who resemble some Tonawata, the tall and graceful Eldite, and the diminutive and affable Milala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors. Thus did the founder choose the name of the cafe. Ah, that's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Tuloli dish. It's one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Ah, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tulilolel. Right, let's continue on. Is there a thing over here that I can... Oh. Okay. Touch the shards first. Just so I don't forget. And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building to the left here, at Residential Radius 914. Residential Radius? That's right. Come, the door opens automatically. This reminds me a lot of the moon. I'm like trying to create something. This is the lobby, a common area for residents. I see, and what does that machine there do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be glad to assist. Is that so? I have no sort of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. Hey, Sven, can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of our countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation, or regular usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you meet who work in the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone for 30 years. I'm truly grateful. This is the place. A mother and son live here. Hello, Isadora. Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that all right? Of course, friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please make yourselves at home. How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milo simply adores her. He sometimes even manages to smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There's nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met an accident, they can't reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though, the excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. Aww. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy for your mother and for me. Alright. Thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so no unfortunate children like Milos. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. That has different meaning. Perfect, we made it to 98. Oh, I can't do anything because I'm not a high enough level. Alright, friends, this is a good place to end it, though. We'll come back later for 98 quests, okay? So make sure you drink water and take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.